Time is running out for Congress to meet President Trump's deadline for his sweeping agenda bill. As reporter Connor Hansen explains, lawmakers are being told to stay as long as necessary ahead of the 4th of July.
After securing a ceasefire in the Middle East, President Trump's focus is shifting back to his domestic agenda. He wants Senate Republicans to work out their disagreements on his big, beautiful bill by the end of this week. The president wrote, quote, "Lock yourself in a room if you must. Don't go home."
Failure here is not an option, and this is the fulfillment and implementation, this bill, of the president's agenda.
A lot hinges on how fast the Senate can finish its work and how many changes it hands back to the House. House Republicans have been told not to go on vacation for the 4th of July weekend until they are done.
If the Senate does its work on the timeline that we expect, we will do our work as well.
The original version barely passed in the House. GOP senators are still working out complicated issues like the state and local tax cap, a red line for House Republicans in states like New York and California. Soon, senators will begin what's called a vote-a-rama, a marathon session of roll call votes on amendments. Democrats plan to use that time to put their objections on the record.
Will force Republicans to explain in multiple ways again and again and again why they want to cut taxes for the rich at the expense of working people.
Today's classified briefings on the U.S. strikes in Iran were postponed, which could delay the Senate's vote on the big, beautiful bill. They hope to begin votes on the key legislation on Friday.
Congresswoman Kim Schreier clashing with Robert F. Kennedy Jr. today at a hearing about vaccine policies. Schreier began by asking the Health and Human Services Secretary if he's ever treated illnesses like measles. After he replied no, she told him that she has as a pediatrician, detailing the suffering of kids and saying it is preventable with vaccines. Schreier went on to challenge Kennedy for recently ousting the CDC Vaccine Advisory Committee. She accused him of lying to Senator Bill Cassidy during his confirmation hearing.
It sounds to me like you gave him the answer he needed to hear in order to get his confirmation vote, and then as soon as you were secretary, you turned around and did whatever you want. You fired all 17 members.
I'm complying with all the agreements that I made with Senator Cassidy.
You're now on the record. You lied to Senator Cassidy. You have lied to the American people. You have lied to parents about vaccines for 20 years. And I also want to be clear that I will lay all responsibility for every death from a vaccine-preventable illness at your feet.
Well, Kennedy has said that the committee members had too many conflicts of interest. He recently announced new picks for the advisory committee on immunization practices, with several of the new members being noted COVID vaccine critics.